In this video, we'll be demonstrating the different parts of a business cycle. So by this time, you've already watched the video that talks about the different terms that are a part of the business cycles, but let's look what it actually looks like. So if we were to draw out a business cycle, it would look something like this. Now probably not that extreme when it comes to an economy, but I'm trying to make it so you can visualize it better. So what we talked about was 4 different parts. We talked about expansion. We talked about a peak. We talked about a contraction. And then we talked about trough. So this part here, this area here would be considered an expansion. The part that we find from going down, this area here, is considered a contraction. And then at the very bottom would be a trough, which would be from here to here. And then the very top would be a peak, which would be at the top of this. So again, we discussed these terms already, but again, what takes place in a business cycle is if you have expansion, that's growth, GDP is growing, unemployment rate's going down, and then once you hit the top of expansion, then we go from expansion to peak. Change my pen here. So we did expansion. So this is 1. And then peak. That's at the top of the business cycle. And then 3, contraction. And then 4 is trough. And this is normal. Every single business, every economy goes through this business cycle. And as we discussed already in the notes, we talked about how different parts, 4 different elements that are part of this that take place. So if you have at least 2 of those, then you're going to see something take place for expansion, contraction, peak, and trough.